Hello everyone. Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be explaining the 11th program of data structure, that is to design, develop and implement a program in C for the following operations of graph G of cities. Create a graph of n cities using adjacency matrix, then print all the nodes reachable from a given starting node in a digraph using BFS method, and check whether a given graph is connected or not using DFS method. This I am going to implement. And when it comes to BFS method, it makes use of a queue. Let me show you with an example. So suppose if this is a graph, suppose this is a graph A, B and C, okay, and then let me take this in the reverse direction, okay, this in the reverse direction. Now what is reachable nodes? Suppose if you pass for the BFS function, if you pass the vertex A, if you for BFS function, if you pass the vertex A, then A is using the BFS method, that is breadth first search. It is going to give the reachable nodes, that is from A the breadth first B and C is reachable, from A, B and C is reachable. Then again in turn from C, is there any other node reachable? No. So obviously from A, B and C only these three nodes are reachable. But when it comes to D, it is not reachable. Okay. So this is what you are going to give. Suppose if you have one more vertex here, E, then from A, B, C, then B in turn it is going to find its reachable nodes, which is so based on according to the path, even E is also reachable. So from E in this figure, A, B, C, E, B, C, E are the reachable nodes that you are going to give as a output. Okay. Next, coming to the next one, C. Check whether a given graph is connected or not using DFS method. So here in this case, you have to tell whether the graph is connected or not. That is, suppose if you have a graph like this, again I am considering a directed graph, digraph. Okay, you can see here from A, it can connect to B, C and D, all the nodes. From B, it can connect to all the nodes. From C, it can connect to all the other nodes. D also, it can connect to all other nodes. So we can say that it is connected. Okay, so in this case, graph is connected. Okay, so every pair there has that is every node need to be connected to the every other node in the graph. Suppose if you have something like this, in that case what happens? From A, E is reachable, E is not reachable, isn't it? From B also E is not reachable, C also E not, D is also not reachable, but E is connected to D, A, B, C. In that case, we can say that graph is not connected. Here, every node is not connected to every other node. Then coming to the adjacency matrix. What do you mean by adjacency matrix? So here create a graph of n cities using a adjacent matrix. Suppose the n cities are like this, A, B, there are 3 cities, let's assume that way. Okay, then how? So here you have to create 3 cross 3 matrix. Okay, A to A is obviously it is not connected, B to B is itself, so we'll put it 0. A to B there is a connection, then we will have to make it as 1. A to C there is no connection, A to C there is no connection, that means there is no edge. if there is no edge between the vertex, then you are putting it as 0. Coming to B to C, yes, but B to A it is not there. So C to A 1, C to B it is 0. There is no edge between C to B. This is how you have to create a adjacency matrix. Okay. Now we'll see the program. Let me start from the main program. Let me start the code from the main program. Let me start the explanation from the main program, where main program starts from here. Okay. So here void main. So void main is the beginning, and then this bracket, closing flower bracket, is the ending of the main. Now here enter the number of cities. As usual, you have to initially take one graph. It can be of this form. Okay, A, B, and then C. A, B, and then C. So let's take in this format. Enter the number of cities. How many number of cities you are supposed to enter? 3. According to the graph, there are 3 cities. That means nodes of the graph. Then enter the graph data in the matrix form. You are supposed to create a matrix form for this. So here it is going to read the adjacency matrix. Okay. Now here, as I said, if there is a edge exists between the graph, then you have to press enter 1. Otherwise, you have to enter 0. So here it will allow you to enter in this format. Since there are 3, so for A to B, okay, then the content will be something like this: A to B, C. So A to A 0, A to B 1, A to C 1, B to A 0, B to A 0, B to C 1. Okay. C2 there is no connection from C, so it's 0. So these values 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, you need to enter one after the other. This is how you have to enter. Okay, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, and then 0, 0 while running the program. So that is what, and this entry is taken by the 0, 1, 0 value will be taken by a scanf function, and that scanf is run within the for loop, 2-dimensional for loop. Okay. Now coming to the test for reachability, as we are checking for 2 things. One is test for reachability and one more is test for connectivity. And this entire thing, this process, I will be putting inside the while loop. Okay, while the loop will terminate moment you give a break condition. That is, if you press 3, it is going to return from the while loop. Okay. Next, first of all, and 3 is for exit. So enter your choice. So it will ask for what you want to do, whether you want to test for a reachability of a graph or a connectivity or exit. So first, if I choose a 1, then it will take me to the choice 1, that is case 1. Here in the case 1, what are you going to do? You are supposed to enter the source vertex. Supposed to enter the source vertex. A. Okay. So here I will give the vertex as A. I want to find the reachable nodes from A. Okay. And then I will check for whether V is less than 1 and V is greater than N. Okay. Here, and remember the vertex I am going to here give it as the number, not alphabet. please correct it. So here I am going to number it. So that's why I will enter it as 1. I want the reachable nodes from 1. Okay. So here I am going to verify whether the vertex is less than 1 and greater than n. If suppose if you are giving the value less than 1 and greater than n here is 3, what happens then? In that case it is not a valid node. In that case it is not a valid node. Okay. So I am going to correct this. Okay. So if it is a valid node, here I have entered valid node, then if we are going to execute the part of the else, that is code part of the else. Here what I will do, initially I will create one dimensional array for these one dimensional array called reach for each of the nodes 1, 2, 3, and that is initialized as 0. Here I am performing this. Okay. Next what I will do, since I am going to find the reachable node from the source node, source vertex, that is 1, and make this as initially 1. That means it is visited. That's why reach of b equal to 1, because I am going to begin finding the reachable nodes from source vertex 1. That's why I have to make this as 1. Okay. Then I am going to call the BFS of B. That is, I am going to call BFS of 1. So what is going to happen here? That we'll see now. Okay. Now I am going to call okay. So I am going to make a call for a BFS of 1. That means I will land at this particular function. Okay. And this function, please see here properly, this function starts from here. Okay. The function starts at this place and then this, here to here. Let us see what this code is going to do when you make a call to BFS of 1. Okay, when you make a call to BFS of 1. So here, as the BFS of 1 is called, the for loop, first it is going to check, is there, so according to this 1, 2 and then 3. Correct? Now the for loop, it is going to check that the V is now here, you know that V is 1. So inside the for loop, first it is going to take I value 1. So I am going to check A of 1, 1. If A of 1, there is a edge exists. Okay, that is what I am going to check here. Here what are you going to check? If there is a edge exists between V and I and between V and I, that is 1 and 1 in this case. Okay, and then reachable of that 1 is equal to 0. What's the meaning of this? This is equivalent to checking reach of I is equal to 0. okay, equal to 0. That is what we are going to check here. So whereas reach of 1 is equal to 0. If one of them fails, then you need not check further, need not execute this particular line. Okay, q plus plus r equal to I. You need not execute this line. Okay, but in this case what happens? A of 1 1 is 0. Okay, a of 1 1 is 0, it is not 1, and both the condition fails. Reach of 1 is not equal to 0. So if so, you need not do this, you need not go for this. Okay, then what you are supposed to do? Again, take I is 2, consider I as 2. In that case, the edge between a of 1 2 and reach of 2, whether it is equal to 0. Is there any edge exists between 1 to 2? Yes. Yes, that is what we are going to check, and then checking that whether reach of 2 is 0. Yes, that is true. If so, what you are going to do? Put this node, that is node which one? Put the node 2 in Q. Put that in the Q. Okay, now you are here. Okay, next what? Next again, once this is done, again I becomes 3 now. I becomes 3. I is now 3. If so, what happens? Again you are going to check that a of 1 comma 3, there is a edge exists between 1 and 3, there is a edge exists. Okay, now at this point of time I becomes 3, so between a of 1 and 3 there is a edge exists, and then checking that reach of 3 is equal to 0. Yes, it is equal to 0. If so, what you do? Add the adjacent nodes of 1 into the Q. Okay, that is what you do in the BFS. Okay, now what? Now you have reached to the end of the for loop. Since it is end of the loop, come out of the for loop and come to the if statement. Here you are going to check that whether f is here and r is here, whether f is less than or equal to r. Yes, it is less than or equal to r. Then what you do? You make reach of q of f. That is, you go on deleting the nodes of the q. Okay, reach q of f equal to 1. Yes, I have made this as 1. Okay, and the f has come here. Then that is f has come to the place of the second element. Okay, so this I have deleted. So then BFS of Q of f right now is 2. Then it is going to call Q of f, that is 2. Okay, you are calling BFS of 2. That means you want to verify the adjacent nodes of 2 also, if it is not already visited, if those nodes are not already visited. So again I am going to call a BFS of 2. Okay, this function will be called, and BFS of 2 is going to check is there any other unvisited node. But in this case there is no unvisited nodes that are adjacent to 2. So that's why again what happens? You will come back to the same place, and then again you are going to call, make a BFS on. I am going to call BFS of 3. This time BFS of 3. Make this as 3 as 1. Okay, and call BFS of 3. 3 is going to check is there any unvisited adjacent node, but in this case no other unvisited adjacent node. If so, what happens? You got it's going to terminate. It's going to return back to the main program where here. So you got reachable nodes in this format, that is all the fields as 1 1 1. Okay, you got at this moment, you got all the fields of reachable as 111. All the nodes as 111, as 1 is reachable to 2 as well as 3, both as become now 1. So now once BFS returns, it's directly coming back to this position and it is trying to print the reachable nodes from the node 1. No, because V is 1, so percentage DD is going to take the V value, so that will be 1. Reachable nodes from node 1 are 1 run if reach of I, that is reach of I equal to 1 and I is not equal to V. You are not printing the reachable nodes from 1 R as 1 itself. So you know that that is itself. So we do not want to print the same node as the source node. So that's why this checking I not equal to V. Okay. So that's why, so first time I becomes 1 and which is same as the vertex node. So we are not going to print. The next term I becomes 2. So this time reachable of 2 is 1. So printing that 2. Next we are printing 3. So we get the reachable nodes from node 1 are 2 and 3. This is how the BFS part is going to work. Next we'll see the DFS part, that is to check whether it is graph is connected or not. So that's why I'm going to consider here one more graph. So let me consider a small example. That A, B and then C. A, B and then C. A, B, C. Okay. So this I will again number it 1, 2 and then 3. 1 to 2 there is a no edge. 1 to 3 there is a edge. 3 to 2 there is a edge. Then 2 to 1 there is a edge. Rest all are 0. Okay, this is the adjacency matrix for this particular graph. Okay. Next, what happens here? I am initially creating the graph for visited. One dimensional array for visited. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, all these are initialized to zeros. That is what I am going to do here. Okay. That is what I am going to do in this place, not in here. Okay. Okay. So I am going to check from 1 whether 1 to 3 is reachable. Similarly, the other. For 2 it is all these are visited or not. Okay. So I am going to create here visited of I for all the vertex. That's why this for loop. Coming to DFS of V, I will call DFS of V. Suppose the source node is 1. Let's again assume the source node here is 1. First of all it is 1. Later it will take 2 and then 3 and then 3. This is how it is going to work. Okay. So V is going to, from each nodes we are going to check whether other nodes are connected or not. That is why this outer for loop. Now I am going to call check whether the from 1 it is all other nodes are connected or not. So that's the reason I will go to the DFS function. Okay, I will go to the DFS function. So v now is 1. So v value is at present is 1. Okay, visited of v is 1. I make visited of v is 1. Then I will check from 1 which are the other nodes are connected. That's why I have written here a for loop. Okay, if 1 to 2, 1 to 1 is visited, 1 to n, 1 there is edge and it is not visited. So in this case what happens? It is set as visited. So but we want not visited. That's why the first condition fails. So there is no need for checking to the same node, isn't it? So next I becomes 2. I becomes 2. So again you are going to check v of 1, 2 and not of visited. What is not of visited? I is 2. So you are going to check whether the node 2 is visited or not. You know the graph. Graph is goes like this. 1 to 2 is visited. Is there any edge between 1 to 2? Yes. So it is not visited. Yes. In that case, what you are going to do? Set this as sorry. Again, you have to call increment the count. Count becomes 1. Okay, count becomes 1 and then call DFS of 2. Call DFS of 2. Again you are going to call DFS of 2 and this time now it becomes 2. V becomes 2. Visited of 2 we are going to make it as 1. Okay. So this time again I starts from 2, 1. 2 to 1, is there any edge? 2 to 1, there is no edge. So if condition fails, then I becomes 2. After that I becomes 2. Correct? After that I becomes 2. In that case what happens? 2 to 2, there is no need of checking. So again if I will increment, I becomes 3. I becomes 3. So now A of v is 2, you know that, A of 2, 3 and 2 to 3 there is a edge and not visited of 3. Whether 3 is not visited? Yes, because it was 0. So not visited is true. So if so, what you are going to do? Again I am going to print that value, whatever value I am getting. That means from 1 3 is visited. Okay, there is a connection between 1 to 3. What is that? There is a connection between 2 to 3 that I am going to show. And then count plus count becomes 2. Count becomes 2. Okay, DFS of I. Again this time I am going to call DFS of I. DFS of I in the sense this time it is 3. DFS of 3 I am going to call. Okay, so here again DFS of 3 means again you will come back to the function, right? This function, come back to the function. So DFS of 3. DFS of 3 in the sense V becomes 3. So visited of 3 you are making it as 1. Okay, visited of 3 you are going to make it as 1. Again use a for loop, I becomes 1. So 1 to 3, 3 to 1, A of 3 to 1, is there any edge? And not visited of 1. Is there not visited? Is it true? One of them fails, then you need not check this do not execute this portion. So in this case this becomes true, isn't it? So E of 3 to 1 there is a edge, but here it is already 1 is already visited. So no need to check further. Next again I becomes 2. In that case what? A of 3 to 2. 2 to 2, 3 to 2 there is no edge, so fails. Again I becomes 3. A of 3, 3. 3, 3, however we do not need to check. Okay, so that's why for loop terminates and you are coming back to the continuation part of V. That is, you started V with 1, now V becomes 2. V becomes 2. So DFS of 2. dfs of 2 in the sense, okay, dfs of 2 again I am going to check. This time for dfs of 2 I will make again visited as all these visited matrix as 0. So let's again begin. Okay, let's again begin. So this time remember visit V is what? DFS of 2. So it's not anymore 1, it is 2 now. So here what are the values for these? That is 0, 0, 0 and it is DFS of 2. Now again visited of 2 is 1. So initially 2, since you are checking the connected nodes from 2, so make this as 1. Okay, and then check with 2. 2 to 1, is there any edge? No. 2 to 1, a of 2, 1, there is no edge. So no need to check further. So again I becomes 2. So here I becomes 2. So for loop I is going to take 2 value. It's so a v, you know that it is 2 now. So a of 2 2, it's not required to check. So again obviously this condition fails. Then I becomes 3. Then I becomes 3, a of 2 3, a of 2 3 and not visited of uh, a of 2 3. What is that? Not visited of 3. So not visited of 3 is true. So what happens then? You print the value from 2 3 is reachable. You print from 2 3 is connected. 2 to 3 is connected. Okay. So 2 to 3 is connected. So the count becomes 3 now. Count becomes 3 and the DFS of 3. You are going to call DFS of 3 now. Okay, DFS of 3. So remember here DFS of 3, again visited of 3 becomes 1, visited of 3 becomes 1. If so, then what? Then again you start the for loop from the beginning. Start the for loop from the beginning. So remember this time DFS of 3. DFS of 3 is being called. So visited of 3 you have already made 1. So I becomes 1. A of 3 1. Is there any connection between yes and then whether not visited of 1 is true? Not visited of 1 is true. Yes, it is 0. Now 0 means not visited, 1 means visited. So it is true. If so, what you are going to make? Print from 2, 2 to 1 is connected. From 3, 1 is connected and count will become now 4. Count will become now 4. Okay, count will become now 4. And then again call DFS of I is 1. Call DFS of 1. So again 1 is called. So visited of 1 you make it 1. Visited of 1 you make it 1 and then again for loop begins from the beginning. So I becomes 1. So if I becomes 1 then I becomes 2, what happens? I becomes 3, what happens? You have to check. Okay, and remember here from 1 now DFS of 1, V is 1, I is 1. So 1 to itself there is no need to check. Obviously this condition fails, the entire condition fails and so no need to check. And I is 2. I is 2. When I is 2, the second condition fails, not visited of 2 fails, because of which we need not to check this part. Need not execute this part. So this also fails. I equal to 3, not visited of 3 fails. So need not execute this part. Because of this, entire lines we have executed and you are going to come to this place. Which place? You begin from, you called of that function from DFS of view. again for loop, you started with 2. So now for loop has not completed its loop with the v equal to 3, for v equal to 3. So again the visited of 1 to 3 I will make it 0, okay, and I am going to call this time DFS of 3. I am going to call DFS of 3. Again I will go back to this portion, okay, again I will go back to DFS portion and I will check from 3 other two nodes are visited or connected or not, okay, from 3 other two nodes are connected or not, that I am going to check. That's why I am going to carry the same visited node. So all these are initialized as 0 right now, all are 0 0 0. Okay, next, since we called here visitors of 3, so visited of 3 is 1, visited of 3 is 1. Then I will check from 3 other two nodes are visited or not. So I becomes 1. So A of 3 1, A of 3 1, is there is a link? Yes, there is a link. A of 3 1, there is a link. It's so there is a link. It's so what? And not visited of 3 1, not visited of 1 is true. In that case 3 to 1 there is a, in that case you're going to print there is a link between 3 to 1. There is a link between 3 to 1, and then count plus plus. Count now becomes 5, and then DFS of 1. You're going to call now DFS of 1. Okay. You're going to call what? Again DFS of 1. This time DFS of 1. Again visited of 1 is 1. Visited of 1 is 1. Again you call I is 1. Make I as 1. So from 1 is there any other nodes can be connected, that you are going to check. Through 1 you can connect the other nodes. Okay, from 3 1 is connected, from 1 other nodes are connected, or through 1 other nodes are connected or not, that you are going to check. So this time DFS of 1. So V is 1, so visited of 1 I have made 1, and then I will start from a for loop. For loop is going to take 3 loops until n. So I equal to 1, I equal to 2, and I equal to n loop. So A of 3, sorry, not 3, 1, 1, A of 1, 1. It's not required to check since it is the same loop. So obviously this condition will fail. Next, I becomes 2, I becomes 2, A of 2, 2, A of 2, 2, sorry, A of, what is V? V value is 1, A of 1. 1 to 2, is there any connection? Yes, and if this is true, you have to check the next condition. Not visited of 2, whether not visited of 2, whether 2 is visited or not. Yes, it is not visited since it is 0. 0 indicates that it is not visited. This particular node, node 2 is not visited. Here what this 1 indicates, this particular node, that is node 3 is visited. So not visited of 3. If so, print that V is now 1 to 3. 1 to 3 there is a connection. Sorry, 1 to 2 there is a connection. V is 1, I is 2. 1 to 2 there is a connection. If so, count will become now 6. Count will become 6, and then DFS of 2. DFS of 2 this time. So again you are going to make a call to DFS of 2. Visited of 2 is 1. Visited of 2 is 1. Okay. Again you take a loop, for loop, that is I equal to 1, I equal to 2, and so on. So I equal to 1, what's the value? I equal to 2, what's the value? And I equal to 3. Since this time all the nodes are visited, so this F loop, that is this if loop, for all I values it is going to fail. It is going to fail. So you have to return back. You have to return back okay, to this place, okay, and v equal to 3 also done. So for loop also, this for loop terminates directly, you come to this place. And what is count value? Count values at present, that is 6. At present, that is 6, okay. Whether it is equal to n minus 1 into 2, that is 2 into 3. N is 3, you know that number of nodes are 3. So yes, it is equal. So we can say that graph is connected, okay. If the count value and the n minus 1 into n value is same, then the graph is connected. And in the connected graph, the number of connections between a pair of nodes is n minus into n. So we can say that the graph is connected. Okay. Next, once that is done, again while loop is going to ask that whether do you want to perform any other operation. If you press 3, it will come out of the menu. That is, it will exit from the menu. Okay, what are the menu? That it contains only 3 choices: test for reachability, test for connectivity, and exit. Okay. So this is about the 11th program of data structure laboratory. Let us now see the output of the program. First of all, we need to enter the number of cities. Number of cities are here 4 in the sense there you have to consider the nodes from your number of nodes from your graph. Okay. Then enter the graph data in the matrix form, and here you can see all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 are the nodes. So for a 4 nodes, you have to build a 4 cross 4 matrix form, adjacency matrix. And if there is a, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 are the nodes, and if there is a edge between 1 and 1, then you have to put it as 1, otherwise you have to put it as 0. If there is no edge between, the pair of nodes, then you have to put it as 0. Since between 1 and 1 there is no edge, so we have written here 0. Between 1 and 2 there is edge, so it's directed towards 1 to 2, so 1 to 2 there is edge, so 1. So whereas 2 to 1, here there is no edge. Okay, and then 1 to 3 there is no edge, so 0, and 1 to 4 there is no edge, so 0. Similarly, we have to fill the other rows. Okay, once this matrix form is finished, then we have to check for the other things, that is test for reachability and connectivity. Now enter your choice 2. So in this case, enter the choice 2. In this case, clearly from the graph we can make out it is not connected, because every pair of nodes here are not connected. There is no connection from between every pair of nodes here. So now clearly this is going to give you the graph is not connected as the answer. Next we'll consider one more graph, and again the number of nodes in the graph are 4. 1, 2, 3 and then 4. Okay, here 1 to 2 there is edge, 1 to 3 there is edge, 1 to 4 there is edge, 2 to 1 there is edge, 2 to 4 there is edge, 2 to 3 there is edge, 3 to 1 there is edge, 3 to 2 there is edge, 3 to 3 no, 3 to 4 there is edge. Similarly 4 to 1, 4 to 2 and then 4 to 3. Okay, that is what shown in the graph form. Okay, that is in the matrix form, adjacency matrix form. Now we'll check for the connectivity, and clearly from the graph you can make out every pair of nodes are connected, have connections between each other. So it is, this particular graph is connected. So if you test for a connectivity at this time, it is going to tell you that graph is connected. Next, for the same graph, I will check for the reachability from node 1. Okay, in that case what happens, it is going to tell which are the nodes reachable, by path or by edge. So 1 to 2, there is edge, so obviously 1 to 2, and the reachable nodes from 1 are 2, 3, by path or by edge. 3 is also connected. Next 4 is also connected. So similarly the reachable nodes from 1 are 2, 3 and 4. That is what, if I give a source vertex as 1, so it will give you the reachable nodes from 1. Okay, so here enter the choice 1, then enter the source vertex 1. Reachable nodes from 1, node 1 are 2, 3 and 4.